you doing, folks? This is the Pop Music Freak. I am back with another Song Facts Countdown video of my 1,000 favorite songs of all time. I'm up to number 837 on my list. Great Bacharach David song recorded by Dionne Warwick. That was a pretty big hit at the end of 1967. A song called I Say a Little Prayer. Now, a lot of you know the song because it's appeared in several movies. And it was also remade by Aretha Franklin next year in 1968, and she had a hit with it as well. But Dionne Warwick had the biggest hit with this song. Let me give you more details on I Say a Little Prayer. A song written by Burt Bacharach and Hal David for Dionne Warwick, originally peaking at number 4 on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100 singles chart in December of 1967. On the R&B singles chart, it peaked at number 8. We have the exact date when the song was recorded. It's recorded on April 9th, 1966, but it would not be released for a whole year and a half later, October of 67. Now, the B-side was a huge B-side. It was so huge, it had to be flipped over and released on its own. The song called Theme from Valley of the Dolls, which ended up hitting number 2 for 4 weeks on the pop chart, a few months after I Say a Little Prayer. So this was ended up being a huge double-sided hit for Dionne Warwick. It was recorded at the A&R studio in New York City, in the Brill Building. Or near the Brill Building, anyway. It was written in the Brill Building, as Bacharach and David wrote a lot of their songs. All right, now let's talk about the Dionne Warwick original hit version. Intended by lyricist Hal David to convey a woman's concern for her man who's serving in the Vietnam War. This is one part of the perspective of this song that is new for me. Think of it as just a normal love song, say a little prayer that my man has a good day and doesn't have any problems and comes home to a woman. He actually wasn't coming home to his woman. He was in the Vietnam War. So that brings a new perspective to the song, I would say. So I Say a Little Prayer was recorded by Dionne Warwick April 9th, 1966. Although Bacharach's recordings with Warwick typically took no more than 3 takes, often only taking 1 take, Bacharach did 10 takes on I Say a Little Prayer and still disliked the completed track, feeling it rushed. Track went unreleased until September 1967. When it was introduced on the album The Windows of the World, and it was Scepter Records owner Florence Greenberg, rather than Bacharach, who wanted I Say a Little Prayer added to that album. When disc jockeys from the United States began playing the album track in October of 67, significant airplay led Scepter Records to release the track as a single, backed with newly recorded track Theme from Valley of the Dolls. The brisk sound of I Say a Little Prayer that Bacharach disliked proved to be a million-selling hit for Warwick, as I Say a Little Prayer reached number 4 that December on the Billboard Hot 100, number 8 on the Billboard R&B chart, number 4 on the Canadian chart, and number 3 on the Record World Top 100 chart. As I mentioned before, Theme from Valley of the Dolls, the B-side, would become another hit for Warwick, reaching number 2 in February of 68 on the Billboard Hot 100 and number 1 on the Record World chart. Warwick's I Say a Little Prayer single would receive gold certification from the RIAA for sales of 1 million units in January of 1968. So the double side of I Say a Little Prayer and Theme from Valley of the Dolls became one of the most successful double-sided hits of the rock era. Like several Bacharach compositions, both sides contain passages written in unusual time signatures. The verses of prayer are constructed in 2 successive measures of 4/4, a measure of 10/4, and 2 final measures of 4/4. The chorus is in 11/4, played by session drummer Gary Chester. So, as I mentioned on the chart, it did very, very well in the USA and in Canada. In Australia, it hit the bottom part of the chart, going in number 77. For the year-end chart of 1967, it was ranked number 48 for the year, and in Canada, it was ranked number 46 for the year 1967. And as I mentioned before, certifications, the song sold 1 million copies in the USA and was certified gold. Now, just want to mention the Aretha Franklin remake of the song that did very well and came out several months later, reaching number 10 on the Billboard Hot 100 and number 3 on the R&B chart. Aretha was red hot at that time. It was probably the biggest pop star out there for 1968, yes. With competition from, of course, the Beatles, who had the number 1 song of the year. And Gary Puckett and the Union Gap had a huge 1968 with number 4 and 2 number 2 hits in a row. But yeah, Aretha was red hot, and the song did very well around the world. Hit number 3 in the Netherlands, 4 in Sweden, number 4 in the UK, number 3, as I mentioned, on the R&B chart here. And for the year, was number 93 for the year in 1968, number 41 for the year in the UK. So it did very well. It was also certified gold in the USA. So this song was certified gold twice within a year. Pretty good. Popular song. And then Diana King in the 90s did a reggae-style pop version of the song. That did it do anything in the USA? Number 38. Bigger on the dance chart at number 8. The UK hit number 17, and Hungary hit number 1. Diana King. And then there were certainly several other remakes. Wow. A ton of more remakes of this song. Let me go through the list. Sergio Mendes did it in 1968. Anne-Marie and Glenn Campbell did a duet on this song. Say a Little Prayer with By the Time I Get to Phoenix. Big D. Irwin did one, an R&B version. Who else we got? Glee covered it, of course. Let's see, anyone else? UK Dance Act Bomb the Bass in 1988. Hit number 10 on the UK chart with a dance version. Tori Kelly and Pharrell covered the song for the 2021 animated movie Sing 2. Okay, then that is about it. Yeah, Katie Lang did a cover of Theme from Valley of the Dolls. Pretty sure that song is a little bit further up in my top 1,000. Alright, so there we go. So those are your song facts. Dionne Warwick's I Say a Little Prayer. Number 837 on my top 1,000 list of all time. I hope you enjoyed this video. I am going to post a link to a music video of this song in the description on the bottom. If you can like the video and share the video and subscribe to my channel and hit that bell to be notified when more videos are coming, I'd greatly appreciate it. Trying to build this sucker, as I like to say. Alright, so thank you very much. I wish you all a wonderful day and peace and love.